Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. I hope you guys are doing well, hope you're enjoying your weekend, and today we're gonna get a classic read for the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine collective and see what's coming up for the week to come. So this is gonna be like a week preview today of what do we need to know, what's gonna be important and happening. We will actually have a few important events such as a new moon, such as the planet parade, and I will do a reading specifically for those events separately. But today I'm probably gonna make it a Sunday habit to do a reading with an overview of the coming week, right? Because oftentimes we don't just live day by day, and I'm like that myself. I do have some plans usually, for the week to come. And it's good to know what kind of energies are playing out, what's going to be happening during this week, so I can plan my time, my effort, my focus accordingly. So that's what I'm going to do today. That's what I'm guided to do, and can't wait to share what's coming out, with you guys. I was in the mood for some bright colors today. Got some bright flowers in my vase. I can't show you right now, but yeah, they are bright. So decided to put some color on myself as well. And that's how I feel. This is my mood today. I really hope you guys, or at least I can bring some of that colorful mood to your day as well. And of course, remember, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates. Sometimes just one message, one idea, one thought that will be resonating. That means that's important for you somehow. Not everything, because this is a general reading for the collective. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, or to leave a comment, or do all of the above. I would really appreciate that, guys. Okay, let's get started. And as usual, I'm starting with an oracle deck. Today I'm going to use the Cosmic Journey Oracle, but that's not going to be all. So then we'll move to Tarot, of course. Then I have my Keepers of the Light deck with me to guide us for what's to come in this important week. I did mention quite a few events that are happening, right? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Oh, and we have the summer solstice this week. So I was like, there's something else for sure in the 22nd of June. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be quite a ride, I'm sure. And I've also brought my angel therapy deck, so we're gonna get some guidance from the angel. All right, let's get started right away. Let's give a card for the Divine Feminines. I skipped a day yesterday. I feel like I stopped talking for a while, and I did like a day for myself, like a self-care day, which I highly recommend. If you can do it every week for like 1 day a week, that's the best. I actually just remembered back in the day when I was doing some scientific work in philosophy at the uni. My philosophy professor told me that she actually does it for herself like that. Well, when you work at the university, you don't work every day of the week. You have a certain amount of hours, and then you do have time to do something else. And she was doing something else. It wasn't her only job, but still she said, like, I know that I need that 1 day for myself. It doesn't mean that you're just sitting in your room, not doing anything. But it means that it's entirely her day. And she was married, had a kid, so that's like extra workload, extra busyness that adds up to the day. And it's almost like in our lives, regardless of whether you have full family or you just hanging out with friends and you have a lot of hobbies, it's almost the point where if we don't consciously stop ourselves from being in that wheel or like running around between all the plans that we have, we aren't gonna stop. It's just gonna be like that. And that's where all that anxiety builds up, all that stress. And we are wondering sometimes, well, my life seems great, right? Where is that all coming from? It's coming from meeting deadlines, trying to make it in time for this event, for that meeting, for this get together, and thinking like, what am I supposed to prepare for this? How am I gonna show up there? What am I gonna do to make the most of it over there? And when you have a day for yourself, it's you doing that. I use my birthdays like that, but that's kind of pathetic that that's once a year that I'm doing that. So it's a really great practice where once a week you have a day for yourself, where you entirely dedicate this day to whatever you want to do. And if it means, I don't know, going to the amusement park or taking a road trip with someone you love, brilliant. If it means spending time by yourself, doing some meditation, taking a walk in nature, reading a book where nobody's bothering you, do that. You wanna take yourself out for lunch, do that, you know, like whatever it means, what your soul, mind, and body need at this time. But have the time for yourself. If a day is too much, a day a week, at least do half a day, at least do 3 hours. 3 hours on a Sunday afternoon, I'm dedicated to myself. And you'll see how big of a difference it brings and how many more exciting ideas you will get for what you are passionate about, what you want to do next, you know, all of those kind of creative crises that we might have here and there. And as light workers, it's even more important, right, to keep going, to keep being excited yourself and to get excited those people who are your, whatever, your clients, right, whoever you're helping. It's important to have that downtime for yourself. Okay, a card for Divine Feminine, please. Sorry, I started giving messages in before the cards came out, but I felt like that was important. Somebody really needed to hear that, so. I'm even taking it for myself. I don't do that right now. I don't have that time like on the regular basis. I have it once in a while. But I don't do it on the regular basis. So I'm gonna take it up for myself as well as a piece of advice from today's reading. So for Divine Feminines, we have, you contain the entire universe encoded within you. That's a beautiful message. Number 36 could mean something to you, but the important part is you are that kind of micro version of the macro reality. And that's actually one of the reasons we speak about astrology so much, that everything that happens in that macrocosm, in the galaxy, it touches us because we have a similar structure, right? We respond to that. We are part of it. But this is also another message here, of course, is that imagine how complex our structures are, because we are the universe that's encoded in us. What do we have for Divine Masculines? I'm excited to see what the tarot cards are going to give us with this start of the message. Okay, for the masculines we have, there are no wrong turns, 27. Notice that both of them come to 9, 27, and we had 36 for the feminine. There are no wrong turns. That's another strong message that all of us should remind ourselves from time to time. Okay, let's get to tarot. Let's see what we have for Divine Feminine energy at the moment. What do we need to know? What are Divine Feminines navigating this coming week? Today and for the coming week, please. Okay, got 2 cards. Judgment and King of Wands. Look at that. Divine Masculine showing up. At least Divine Masculine energy. Don't forget that you have both feminine and masculine in yourself. But to me, the King of Wands is a Divine Masculine for sure. And the Judgment card, the big awakening here. I'm going to pull and clarify. Let me get the cards for Divine Masculines. What's going to be happening this week for the masculines. Woo! The Chariot. Wow. Yeah, massive stuff. And it's very fitting that we have major arcanas here, because there is a lot of that involvement from the universe. What about the connection? 8 of Coins. Yeah, putting some work into your development, into yourself. That's what I'm getting for this week. Bottom of the deck, the Death. Look at that transformation. Huge changes. I actually had that card for my own reading yesterday, so it's interesting. Yeah. Please clarify King of Wands and Judgment for Divine Feminine. All right. Lovers and 3 of Wands. Yep. Please clarify the Chariot for Divine Masculines. Page of Wands in reverse. Please clarify Eight of Coins, Death. Oof. Love this. Love this. And at the bottom of this deck, we have Four of Pentacles. She's telling me that this is the time and the universe is working with the collective to allow for this transformation. So you won't be holding back anymore. You won't be scared of it. You won't be saying, oh, that's too much. I'm not ready for that yet, right? This is going to kind of relax you in a healthy way where you'll be like, okay, I'm ready for it. It sounds a little scary, but I can work with it. Yeah, I think I can do it. Bring it on, right? It's going to be exciting. It's going to be interesting. That's how it's supposed to be, right? It's okay to be scared, but if you like work through it and get into that, open-minded, excited energy, that's where it's gonna work the best for you. That's where this energy is gonna do the best for you. It's the same time as exercise. I was just doing my full body workout and flexibility training, and it's very fine-tuning where you're supposed to contract and where you're supposed to stretch your muscles. But if you're consciously, an easy example, like consciously doing some stretches for your body, you want to kind of relax into it, like kind of breathe out into whatever stretch you're doing. Otherwise, it's just, it's going to keep contracted, and it's not going to work for you, like improve your body is going to get worse. It's going to get more tighter and more contracted. And that's actually the energy in our body. That's the energy of stress and anxiety, right? It gets even more scared. That's similar here, right? So in order to receive all those opportunities that are coming in, all these big transformational energies, you're supposed to kind of welcome it to your space. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for it. Bring it on. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. So for the feminines, we have the Judgment card and King of Wands, clarified by the Lovers and Three of Wands. So there is this big, where the ships are coming in time. Certain divine truth is coming in about this connection and about what divine masculine journey is like. So divine feminines are going to see it through the lens of love. Some of certain experience that you didn't understand before. Why do they keep doing that? Why is this not working? Like, for example, like I'm doing all this work, I'm putting it in, and I don't see the result in my masculine. Or I've learned this lesson and I don't see that my masculine have learned it, right? Because we hear a lot that we are connected and we are at the same level of consciousness, that we are at the same level in our journey, which is true to a certain extent. It doesn't mean that necessarily we are in the same level of maturity and consciousness in our 3D space, right? And that's one of the ways where, twin flame is this soul that is split into DM and DF, where we're navigating feminine, masculine energies and navigating this earthly experience in a different way. That's the whole point. And that's why both people are needed, both energies are needed to work on this mission. Remember that you have a mission together, and it doesn't just mean, when I say mission, it's a wider meaning than, doing some healing work for people or reading tarot in a channel. I mean just as energies, just as part of your own journey, right? Clearing out certain templates, removing blocks that the society has built in lifetimes and lifetimes, right? It's when we sign up for this journey, we get this divine mission where first and foremost, we're supposed to figure out what these limitations are about, how to live through it, how to overcome it, how to get from where we all start, right? Being unawakened, and get to that higher love space, right? And there are specific topics that each of the twin flame couples is working through, and stereotypes that it's breaking. So there are certain things that while you're figuring out this dynamic, that you are also working through, both you and your DM, for DFs listening. So you're gonna get some extra knowledge, extra clarity of what a specific scenario was about, or why it seemed like DM weren't making any progress, although it was so obvious, or like it was like you knew you'd learned the lesson and they weren't supposed to mirror it for you, right? And their unhealthy response or behavior. But now you can see why it was important, how it was part of a bigger lesson for both of you, and eventually for other people who you'll be passing that lesson along to. So that what I'm trying to say is that even if you're not delivering that to the crowd yet, by working through these templates yourself, like by yourself and with your person, you're already on a mission. You're already fulfilling that mission, but that's a very important part of it. You cannot just start talking about some stuff that you haven't lived through. It's not gonna have the same resonance for people. And you are not gonna be in the right state of consciousness to deliver that. For the masculines, we have Chariot clarified by Page of Wands in reverse. So divine masculines, guess what? They do not want to hold themselves back like they used to. They don't want to play small anymore. They don't want to keep wondering, like, you know, like a person who cannot swim is like sitting on the bank of a river or the seaside and be like, looking at people who are in the sea, swimming, enjoying themselves, like, I wonder what that's like. It must be exciting. But I don't think it's for me. I'm not sure I should do that. You know, like they're tired of sitting on the sidelines and watching life pass by, or watching certain exciting things happen to other people and wondering if they could ever do that. They are now ready, with the Chariot card here, to move along and to go for it. And that's a big part in their self-esteem and confidence space. Maybe it might even seem small on the outside, but it would be huge inside for them because they've mastered the courage to go for that something. Maybe even in what they're already doing, but they're gonna bring something new and exciting that they've never tried before. Certain, I don't know, knowledge, certain techniques, certain ideas that they have that they didn't think were worth trying or seemed too risky. Now they're gonna go for it, take that risk. For the connection, we have Eight of Coins clarified by Death. Yeah, so like I was saying, to me, Eight of Coins in this deck and in this reading, and especially since we got Death again, this is the second time Death came out. This is working on yourself. So Eight of Coins is usually putting the work in, and I'm getting that this is putting the work in your own profile, in your own persona, in who you are. And it could resonate very differently for each of you, depending on what's in focus, right? Not like definitely some knowledge from divine masculine side is gonna inspire you, it's gonna give you a nudge. Maybe it's something else, maybe it's something I said at the beginning about self-care time, right? But the truth is, and we're gonna get some more advice from other decks, but the truth is this is you understanding that you need to work or to invest in yourself before you can be that big role model and leader for other people. And it doesn't mean that you have to do that first before you get there, but it's a very important part to keep doing, right? To keep progressing in your own life, in your own journey for yourself, in order to be that someone, that light worker, that someone who can share with others in terms of energy, experience, knowledge, inspiration, whatever. Okay, it's getting a little long, but I'm still gonna pull the cards that I wanted to pull. So let's see what we have from the Keepers of the Light for feminines first. What do we have for divine feminines this week? Saint-Germain, karma releasing. Yay, I love this. I love this so much. Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. Yay, I love it. Love it. Especially with the new moon and with the parade of planets. It's such a strong message about, and notice that both in this card and in the oracle card we had for DF, we have this purple color, this crown chakra color, right? So think about how you can do some cleansing or releasing to get the channel, more streamlined, to have a clearer channel with your guides, with the higher power, with the divine, whoever you communicate with, whoever you believe in, right? This channel is gonna be super important this week because you're gonna get some really, really important messages and knowledge and understanding. Your dreams are important for some of you. I've seen amazing dreams during this weekend even. I'm still processing some of that stuff that I've seen. So be sure to be more attentive to your dreamland as well. Okay, what do we have for divine masculines? Whoa. Holy amethyst, divine alchemy, also very purple. And amethyst is about protecting your energy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. Yeah, that's exactly what we saw with the Chariot card. That's what divine masculines are energetically pushed doing. Move beyond the challenges, the danger, the risks that you see, right? It's like, it's time to, sometimes it's important to be careful and to kind of keep yourself safe. This is the time where you're supposed to move past those challenges and go beyond. Divine alchemy is at play here. Yeah. Focus on what you desire. Focus on your goal. Okay, what do we have from the angel therapy cards for divine feminine first? Have two cards, base chakra and heart chakra. Choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, and finances, as your words determine your outcome. That's so important. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. And the universe is helping you with that this week. Base and heart chakra. You may want to, base chakra is your root chakra in this deck. You may want to do some chakra clearing as well if you have a chance. What do we have for the masculines? Release. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. So we have this mirroring energy for both twins actually. But yeah, that's like for DMs, I'm seeing this picture of releasing, you know, especially with this like angel card. And to me, this is in this case, this is like the person who receives the message actually, not the angel even, but you know. So when DMs have their wings and they're ready to fly, there's this extra burden like bags and maybe even stones tied to them with ropes that are keeping them from really flying, from really going high and really reaching for their desires and goals. So this is the time to release some of those burdens to be able to really fly, to really go for it. Oh, this is gonna be an amazing week. I'm so excited about it. I hope you are as well. I'm gonna finish the reading here. I love you all, guys, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.